I hate fishing, but if used correctly, you don't have to fish. You can fish items like this instead. But I don't think I tested this properly, since it really wasn't working how I intended it, or how I thought it would. And once day 81 rolled around, the trade had begun, and look, I could not be bothered looking like an idiot, so I just put the rod away. On day 82, I was kind of having a crisis. I mean, I really expected to get a lot more out of this base than I was, and my only successful time ruining a trade was when I outplayed some bandits, and they were stupid. I tried to get my mind off of things on day 83 by doing some therapeutic building. I remember the most important part of dealing with stress like this was by facing it head on and directly coming to terms with what you can handle and what you can't. On day 84, I looked at the map and realized I was a failure. I took this one step further on day 85 when I checked the chest and finally realized some stupid pumpkins aren't gonna save me from the horrible decisions I've made. On day 86, I tried to get some fresh air, which meant also going out into the base looking for more farms, but it didn't even matter. On day 87, I found a chorus fruit farm, but I was out of hoppers. The one goal I had for this raid was falling apart. I'm sorry if you weren't expecting me to end up like this near the end, but look, getting rich has its highs and lows. So on day 88, I started outright stealing from the chest. I mean, bro, they're not gonna use some stupid whatever this is. Day 99, day 89. That took me way too many tries. We're having a blast in their base. So on day 90, I decided to check out what Jaren's been up to, just for fun. But then, that is a raid bar. And trust me, I was freaking out for a good reason. I had to pause freaking out though, so I could avoid getting seen by Jaren. But I've been doing this spiel every video, and I'll say it again. Raids never happen on this server, since they need villagers, and all the villagers are dead. And stop asking me about zombie villagers, since dog, have you seen any spawn recently? I mean, I haven't. On day 92, I needed to see how that happened, because if anything, that raid bar meant they somehow had a villager. So once Jaren left on day 93, I dropped down. I was met with an absurd looking machine. There was all sorts of redstone thingies, but inside of the chest was loot specifically dropped from raids. I looked up and saw Jaren was still up there. So I got right onto the beacons and equipped my armor since I was going in. At first, I just tried pushing buttons,